1988 90 කාලවකවානුව තුළ අපි දන්නවා ගම්පා දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ බියගම කැලණිය වගේ ආසනවල මර්ධනය බාර දීලා තිබුණේ රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ. ඒ වගේම ලංකාවේ විවිධ ප්‍රදේශ.
During the 1988 to 1990 period, we know that the repression in areas like Biyagama and Kalaniya in the Gampaha district was handled by Ranil Wickramasinghe. Similarly, there were several other detention camps across different parts of Sri Lanka. 18 camps have been discovered in Matale alone. In 2012, a group of dead bodies were discovered at the Matale district hospital. 155 bones were unearthed. A judicial medical investigation and judicial archaeology examination have concluded that the location in question is indeed a crime scene. The report from the judicial medical examination clearly states that the site does not appear to be a traditional burial ground, but rather one where bodies were concealed. The skeletal remains show signs of fractures caused by sharp weapons and firearms, indicating violent deaths. Further observations reveal that the separation of the skull from the body and other body parts suggests these remains were not placed for ritualistic or ceremonial purposes, but rather signs of criminal activity. The remains discovered indicates that the bodies were unlawfully disposed of without the knowledge of the victims' families. Mahinda Rajapaksa, during his presidency, appointed a presidential committee and swept this under the rug. The reason being his brother Gotabaya Rajapaksa serving as the military coordinator for Matale during 89 and 90.
රාජපක්ෂ ජනාධිපති කොමිෂන් සභාවක් පත් කරලා මේ වැඩේ යට ගන්න. මොකද ඒකට හේතුව තමයි මේ 89 90 කාලවකවානුව තුල මාතලේ දිස්ත්‍රික් බාර හමුදා සම්බන්ධීකාර නිලධාරිවරයාව සිටියේ ගෝඨාභය රාජපක්ෂ වන ඔහුගේ සහෝදරයා වීම.
ඉතර දවසක මාව ෆලෝ කරලා දෙපැත්තෙන් වාහන ඇවිල්ලා කුදලග නැරයි යනවා. ඇස් බැඳලා. ඌම්බියන්ගොඩ විහාරස්ථානයේ එහා පැත්තේ තියෙන වදක කඳවුරේ තියෙන මර ලතෝනි හඬවල් තමයි නිකුත් උනේ. ඇස් ලිහිබුවට පස්සේ මගෙන් ප්‍රශ්න කරන්න පටන් ගත්තා. එතන මම දැක්කා ඉවකට.
One day I was followed, abducted and my eyes were covered. I used to hear the volumes of pain which came from the torture chamber next to the Kumbiyangoda temple. When my eyes were uncovered, I was interrogated. I saw multiple accessories like metal rings, wires and irons used to torture people. I was taken to the Gunasena hall of the Vijay Vidyalaya. My eyes were covered and thrown in a crowd of victims whose eyes were also covered. I was wrapped in a carpet and taken away again. When I was placed at a certain location, I quickly realized that it was the Matale rest house. A room at the rest house was infamously known as the Maskade or the meat shop. There's a strong odor emitting from that room. People whose limbs have been dismembered are placed in that room. A person named Amrasena, who was involved in politics in our village, was hung from his genitals. He was half dead. I was given a cleaver and asked to strike a person, but I didn't oblige. Then the executor named Lal chopped Amrasena's head off, then took my face close to his body and demanded that I drink his blood. At least 5 people died each night. Once they were killed, their bodies were chopped into pieces, collected in sacks and taken towards a mass grave near the hospital.
අපල දාගෙන අරයි යනවා. ඒකට පිටිපස්සෙන් තිබුණා අඩිපාරක් තිබුණා රෝහල පැත්තට. ඒ රෝහල පැත්තේ තමයි ඔය කියන සමූහ මිනිවල තියෙන්නේ. මම ස්ථිර වශයෙන්ම මම දන්නවා ඒ අරන් ගියේ එතෙන්ද කියලා.